Everybody's talking, nobody's listening. It's all about the music. Who's hot and who's not, we don't care. Are you listening?
London.
I mean, the one that started it off, I think, was in a shop, in the basement of a shop. I would say probably 88, 89. So not many people could actually fit in. So, you know, tens of people. And then when they found bigger venues to get into, into hundreds, then into thousands. So, lived the dream, which was on a field, not that far away from here, 10,000 people. So yeah, so you're going from hundreds to 10,000. You went from the mid-80s, a lot of football hooligan culture, and certainly within Blackburn itself it was divided into different areas. And then once the rave scene started happening, everyone was friends.
You'd go through your week and just be excited to go out on the Friday or the Saturday to a rave, and that's kind of all you could be thinking about through the week. It kind of just takes you away.
You felt, once you got to the weekend, that was your escape. That was your way out of the humdrum of reality during the normal working week.
And definitely when you're in the rave, you escape. You just forget about your troubles, money issues, whatever. So I definitely know why people love it, and I understand it too.
You had the Tory government for God knows how many years, and it was a way of breaking free from that. And you were together. There was none of this rivalry between different gangs within Blackburn. You were all together as one, and it was two fingers up at the establishment that were trying to tell you to listen to perhaps another particular type of music. Because you probably all sat there and watched Top of the Pops, and they were manufactured bands, and to have this kind of music where you didn't have to go out wearing a suit and a tie in a nightclub. You could wear what the hell you wanted and just be free, enjoy the music.
I think back in the day, there'd be such a mix of what people look like in a rave, because
the clothing was really relaxed, and that was good. And then you'd see people turning up at a rave that would have a suit on, and you think, I know where you come from. You come from Mr. G's in Blackburn, But they were probably tanked up on about 8 pints. But hopefully, they'd be back the week after, minus a suit. In the relaxed clothing, so they could have a good time.
I kind of like having that sense of freedom of not having to stick to a dress code. You could walk through Leeds and see a group of people all dressed in posh shoes and shirts and be like, yeah, they're definitely not off to a rave. And you can kind of just make out who's going where. When I was younger, I'd just check Facebook events every weekend, every week through the week, see what's on at the weekend and go to it. But now I know more people share it on their stories and stuff. So I don't even have to check Facebook anymore. I just open up Instagram or whatever. People are just reposting the events they're going to. So that's how I find out nowadays.
So you get different flyers, they'd be given out within clubs, they'd be given out outside, they'd be given out at record shops. Sometimes they'd give a phone number on, sometimes they'd just give a point to where you had to meet, because that was the only way of really finding out about when the raves were on. I mean, predominantly we'd meet at certain points within the town, usually when the club's shut, at 2 a.m. So obviously, you'd turn up at the illegal rave, and then there was no end. There's no point when it would end. If no one was there to throw you out, you carry on till when the sun rose. 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, depending on the time of year. And I think that's really influenced, the club scene now. Yeah, it's really easier now because you just open up numerous apps to find music. But as some of the search and some of the excitement you get of looking for something gone a little bit, and the actual physical aspect of turning up at the record shop, meeting other people there as well, and physically having that vinyl in your hand.
People like the raw feel of watching someone spin 2 vinyls, whereas it's an old school way, and there's a craft, there's an art to doing it. Same with the photography. There's you can't get a specific look with digital cameras. you have to go back in time, get raw footage from like film and stuff. And that's why I think film photos look so sick, because it takes you back to the 90s or the 2000s where the rave culture is just popping. And I don't think that will ever leave the rave scene. I think people just love that about the rave scene.